briefly tell us about yourself, please, Melanie?
I'm international analyst, so reading and writing is always one of the things that I want to do. So when I started to work with Mark, I realized that I fall in love with my country. I was really happy to participate in that sense.
Okay, so you are business focused person who has decided to write a book. And why did you choose to write a book with EasyMark Publishing?
I always dream about writing. I really share the vision of Easy Mark, because I have this empowering woman vision around the world. And I believe that this is really, really important to us, because I know in different places in the world we have differences, violence, and I believe that empowering women is one of the steps to change that. So I was honored to work with this publishing the company.
While writing your book, did you have a chance to discover things about Argentina that you didn't know before?
Yes, this is really funny because I started to travel into my country when I was 23 years old, something like that. To Mendoza was the first place to go with my sister, and it was wonderful because I said I was always thinking abroad to know other places abroad, and I never stopped to think about my own country. I discovered Bariloche in the Patagonia is one of the best places in the world. In the book, you are going to read a little more about that, but this is Bariloche, Patagonia. For me, is the most wonderful place. It's really near to Chile. We share the frontier. There are a lot of places to discover. There are mountains, lakes. You have like it's like a little Switzerland, in
Yeah.
Latin America. So it's super nice. It's amazing. It's amazing. Bariloche is amazing. It's my place in the world. So
Tell us about top three favorite dishes coming from your local cuisine from Argentina.
yes, well, we have here the asado. This is a meat barbecue or something like that. This is one of the best dishes here. Empanadas. My favorite is dulce de leche, because I'm really a sweet person. I like a lot of the dessert, the patisserie.
What are top three hidden gems in Argentina?
Okay, so one of these is in the Patagonia too. Is a piedra parada on the buitrera is called. This is like this is a place feel like you are in Mars. Amazing. You are in the middle of an old volcano there, and you can walk into the middle of high mountains. It's magnificent.
Yeah.
You can see some pictures also in the book. Also, you have the another that is in the Patagonia too, Tabiahue, Villa Pehueña. This is like a small island, and which is in the middle of the mountains, and you have all the lake. This is really blue place, because you have the lake, the sky.
I could hear your appreciation towards your book. So, what do you think? Why it's the best book? It's the best travel book about Argentina.
The local author has something that you cannot find in other places. We know the culture. We share that culture. We share the language. So I believe that we share a lot of tips to keep in mind. For example, tourist traps, and start to talk with someone there. It's different. We are so candid people. We hug people, we kiss people. It's something different in other countries. I used to I work with people internationally speaking, and this is different. So I believe that this feat or asset that the local authors can bring to other people is essential because you can fall in love better to the place, you know. In other travel books, you can read about the places, the nature, the history, but here you have this feat, you know,
Emotion,
this
yes.
asset. Yes, something else. This is something else. So I believe that this is one of the best reasons to choose this book than others.
If let's say it's a family holiday, what are the best beaches for families to visit?
Argentinians is Mar del Plata. This is the biggest one, and you have a lot of tourist options. But I prefer others, which is in other places in Buenos Aires. For example, you have Necochea. I grew up in Necochea. Is amazing place. You have the beach. You have the river. You don't have a lot of tourist attraction, you know, but this is super nice to connect yourself with nature too, and with yourself is amazing. And then you have another one which is called Carilo. This is one of the most wonderful here in Argentina because you have this is you have the beach and then you have the forest, and the city is a small city, but it's in the middle, is into the woods, you know, into the forest. So this is amazing because you can, I know, hear the birds in the morning, and then you can go to, I know, run to the beach. And this is really good for families too, because it's really, really quiet. So you can share with your children and be fine with the security there. Carilo and maybe Mar de las Pampas, this is another, are two of the best places to go for me in the beach.
Speaking of security, are there any dangers that people need to be aware of before visiting?
Yes, it depends on the place that you're going to stay. If you're going to stay in the capital, you need to be aware in the tourist places in Argentina, such as the north or in some places in the south. Always you need to have, I know, different eyes in your bag or something like that. But it's not something that you have to take care more than, I don't know, here in the capital. Here in the capital is dollars, and if you have money with you, you have to be really careful with that.
Favorite top three hikes?
The three of them are in the south, also in the Patagonia. It's just the best place in the world. Bariloche, San Martin, and also in Chalangostura is one of the others.
Are there some phrases that you would recommend to know before visiting to Argentina?
For example, can I go to that place? It could be ¿Cómo puedo llegar a? You can always start with, sorry, do you speak English? Or do you have someone to speak English? Or do you understand what can I say? Like, ¿hablas inglés? ¿Puedes entender lo que te estoy diciendo? These kind of things. And people is always really kind to foreigners.
We're gonna wrap up our conversation with one personal question, which is what is one thing no one knows about yourself?
I fall in love with vampires. You know, I connect all the stories about vampires in the world.
Okay.
So I love to read about that.
I guess we're gonna finish our conversation, but perhaps before we finish, there is something you would like to add?
Take a chance to read the book and discover the country. Yes, I would like to add that this is not a country, you know, to be here a week and nothing else. You need to take the time to look after the places because you have a lot of amazing places here. Argentina is really big, and you have wonderful places, you know. And this part of hiding gems is also really amazing because you can fall in love with them. Well, this is for me one of the best places in the world because you have all. You have nightlife, you have really good cuisine, you have wonderful places, and people is really nice here. So I know, take a chance to come here
Come
and
and
see it.
enjoy, yes. Thank you so much for your time. We'll be in touch. Have a beautiful rest of your day.
Okay, thanks to you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.